About a month ago, a haunting image of a 3-year-old Syrian boy found washed up on the shores of a Turkish beach tragically illustrated to the world the dangers that fleeing refugees face. Many of Springfield's newest refugees have a similar story of their journey to the U.S. At a recent photo exhibit, the faces of these same refugees and immigrants revealed the cultural diversity that can be found right here in our own backyard. Steve Kiltonick has our story.
Give me your tired, your poor, your huddled masses yearning to break free, the wretched refuse of your teeming shore. Send these, the homeless, tempest-tossed, to me. I lift my lamp beside the golden door. Emma Lazarus, whose quote is on the Statue of Liberty, speaks to all immigrants and refugees who have come to America since our nation was founded. But the journey here has not always been paved with gold. The recent plight of the Syrian refugees brought world attention to the horrors refugees can face not only in leaving their country of birth, but in being welcomed into another. At an exhibit held in September at the Art for the Soul Gallery in Springfield, photographs of refugees and immigrants were on display to show the cultural diversity in the region. But the hope is, as Susanna Crolius says,
it's not just accepting refugees in the city, but really embracing them as neighbors.
The exhibit, called The Stories We Carry, New American Neighbors in Greater Springfield and Beyond, featured photographs taken by students and their mentors from the High School of Commerce Photography Club, as well as by nationally acclaimed photographer Mark Chester.
This exhibit celebrates National Welcoming Month/Week, which is a national movement that lifts up the positive stories and contributions of refugees and immigrants in communities and seeks to get native-born people and non-native-born people engaged together to learn about each other.
Each black and white photograph was accompanied by a caption telling the refugees' story.
We paired together photography and stories so that people could come and see how much in common we all have with each other.
The Western Massachusetts Refugee and Immigrant Consortium was awarded a grant from the Springfield Cultural Council to put the exhibit together. The Commerce Photography Club was chosen because of its quality work, so this past summer, students and mentors from Commerce photographed refugee families who live in the greater Springfield area. Both Joseph, whose family is from Puerto Rico, and Veronica, who was born in Haiti, have been in the photography club for 3 years.
This opportunity for them to talk to and encounter families from all over the world whose experiences were, quite frankly, quite difficult, I think was very, very eye-opening for them.
Jose photographed families from the Democratic Republic of the Congo, Ethiopia, and Burundi at their home or business. Justin and Moise, two brothers from the Congo, settled in Springfield this past July. During the country's civil war, they fled to neighboring Burundi after 10 members of their family were massacred. In West Springfield, they have opened a West African store.
What I learned is that they're really proud. They're really proud people, despite their struggles and stuff. Yeah, like they talk about their stories, and they still have like sort of this light in their eyes. Like they still have a smile on their face.
Veronica, now a senior at Commerce, photographed families from the Congo, Bhutan, and Iraq. Deya Habib fled Iraq in 2000 with his wife and 4 children. Today he owns Baghdad Bakery and Market in West Springfield, where he sells traditional Iraqi and Middle Eastern food.
I think my pictures were mostly about trying to show who they really are instead of what people see them as, because I'm an immigrant myself, so I have a bit of feeling of how people see you when you're not from that country, when you have an accent. So I just wanted that picture to show that they are just people like other people. They're happy, they do what they love to do, and they just enjoy being in their culture.
The exhibit also features photos of refugees from Myanmar, Crimea, Uzbekistan, Vietnam, Somalia, and Syria. Returning to Springfield was a coming home of sorts for Mark Chester, who graduated in 1963 from the old Classical High, which now houses the Art for the Soul Gallery. Chester, who once took photos for a Charles Corral book, has spent the past 4 years crisscrossing the state in search of naturalized citizens. They will all appear in Chester's forthcoming book, The Bay State, A Multicultural Landscape, Photographs of New Americans. Chester's idea for the book came as a brainstorm after the 2010 census, when he discovered that more than 100 countries were represented in Massachusetts.
So I thought, wouldn't it be a great project to find people from all these countries and photograph them? So that's what I've been doing. So I've been traveling around the world without leaving the state.
Chester found many of the subjects for his project at naturalization ceremonies held across the state at various locations, like the Federal Building in Springfield behind me.
So it's not just a headshot, it's more of a photograph of that person connected with their environment.
Chester said each individual chooses which photo will go in the book.
I've learned to be patient and humble and appreciative of really being an American and not having gone through, say, a naturalization process. But going to one of these is really humbling every time I've gone, and I've gone to maybe 30 of them.
Chester is still looking for a few more countries to complete his work.
It's an amazing story. I mean, I'm learning so much. It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of work, and I'm just dedicated to finding. I still need people.
And what is the message viewers took away from the exhibit?
The message is, I think, that we are one family, and that we all benefit. Everybody benefits from it. When you see what these families are contributing and how well they're doing, and just how excited people are to be able to participate in this in the United States.
As Dave added, it's all about the commonality of humanity, that we are all connected no matter what country or creed one chooses to live by. For Reel to Reel, I'm Steve Kiltonick.